going to retain this afternoon. I just love these Ace and Club Sport horses. Several years now, Andy and Shelby and the gang out there handpick the colts that come to the Trainers Challenge, and they get them very consistent in temperament and in sensitivity. Conformation can vary just a little bit, but they look for horses that are very similar in their minds and their attitudes. So you're ready to roll, Jason? All right, all the way from Port Elgin, Ontario. Let's once again welcome Jason Irwin. We have 45 minutes starting now. Just let me hear your mic, Jason. Oh, we got you. Yeah, got it. We're good.
All right. So again, I'll just maybe give her just a second to look around before I start trying to catch her, because she's going to look at me anyways. So I'll just let her go around for a second. I'm not really going to push her. You might be able to catch her. I caught her this morning, so I'm hoping she doesn't hate me from whatever I did this morning. Just give her a moment. Just want to go the other way, that wouldn't bother me once. So usually you'll find when you're trying to catch one, they'll run one way, and then they'll stop, and then they'll actually want to run off the other. They're trying to escape the other direction. So I'll just let her go. Once she's seen both, I'm hoping that will then
As a lot of trainers say, sometimes rather than try and catch the horse, let the horse catch you.
that was all right. And now, I'm just going to wander around here for a minute. Just get this filly's attention back on me. Same thing as I did earlier. I'll just mosey here and there. Every time she looks off one direction, I'll just go the other way and get her where she's kind of locked on me. You'll know whether it's working or not because you'll see tension in the rope when it's not working. So right there, see I didn't pull to bring her around. Pretty nice. Another thing this does, every time I stop, I just pet her for a second. And she gets the idea the happiest place in the world is right about 1 foot in front of me. So you can take this actually a little farther and get into liberty work itself. And the horses will actually, if you get it done really well, you can get it where a horse will come running to you across the pasture, which makes you feel pretty good. So I'm just going to pick up my energy every time she goes to drop to a walk, and we'll see if we can't lunge her here at the top. I'll just lift up every time I see a pause. I can spin the rope if I needed to, but there. Just twirl a little bit. Now I'm going to yield the hind end away from me. That's going to look like that. So right now you're making me look okay. There are two things about this filly that I would say the two hard parts about her are when she bucks, she does it quick. So she doesn't get up tight and then buck. She just lets go and you don't have a heck of a lot of warning. The other thing is she's a little touchy about her face, which might make putting a bridle on her hard. Now, two problems aren't that big a deal. The only problem is I would like to have a bridle on there if I'm going to crawl on and I think she might buck quick. So not that I'm trying to be a wimp about it, but I'd kind of like to get through that part. So I'd like to have that bridle there just to be able to teach her to yield a little bit, maybe be able to take a little bit more of a hold of her if I needed to. Again, I'll just kind of run back through what I was doing earlier, but I just won't spend quite as long because hopefully she's kind of got the idea of some of the things that I've done. So again, I'll run around the mare, but at the same time, I am going to spend more time in the areas where the saddle's going to sit. Just because that's obviously the biggest issue at the moment. And I do like to saddle them fairly early in one of these competitions. It's not that I'm trying to rush the horse. It's just that if I saddle them earlier, they just have more time to get used to the saddle. So it's not that I'm trying to go too quick. It's that if they get saddled in the first session, I have 4 or 5 sessions, I guess 5 sessions for her to wear a saddle instead of say 4. So it's not necessarily that way is right or wrong. That's just the reason that I do it that way. So once they'll tolerate that, make this a little bigger. Put it on. Maybe shake it around just a little bit. She gets a little upset here and there, that's okay.
Can I have your attention, please? We need a Dodge Black Grand Caravan parked out back. 221 TWL license plate. Could you please move it? You're blocking someone in. Dodge Black Caravan 221 TWL. Thank you.
It's a good idea too when you're doing anything like the desensitizing work. Do it for a minute, then just stop and pet them for a minute, and it kind of reassures them that it wasn't a big deal to begin with. Keep doing the same. Spread this out a little bit. Maybe wave it. Again, the nice thing about this is if she did something really silly, I can just pull the tarp away. If it was a saddle and she knocked it off, that might be a bit more of an issue.
Looked like that tarp has a few miles on it, Jason.
Yeah, 1 or 2. Just don't know whether it looks broken, like I do a lot of work, or whether I just have no money for a tarp. That's okay.
I think that's probably easier for her to accept than a brand new, shiny, stiff one.
Yeah, they get a little touchier about that. Now I'm just going to try and get this filly to drop her head a little bit. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. And she's pretty shy around her mouth. So if I can get her where she'll lower her head, I'm hoping I can make her just a little bit nicer about her face in general. But as you'll notice, I'm at her ears, not her mouth, so hopefully this will carry over, but we'll see. And again, I'm kind of expecting her to throw her head around. One thing too, this mare has just a little scratch under her jaw, so she might be just a little head shy too because of that. So I'm not trying to make excuses, but it's just something that I'm trying to work around as best I can. So I'll kind of just rub the nose. I'll rub my hand down it sometimes. Because like I say, I would like to get this mare where I could ride her. And you can ride them in the rope halter too. I've got nothing against that. It's just I usually do in the snaffle, and I'm just sort of used to it that way too. So part of this is the person's own preference and what they like. So like right there, she's getting touchy. I'm just going to try to hold my hand here for a moment. I'm not going to rub. Then she stops, and I'll just rub again. You got to watch it. They get flinging their head too much, and they get you in the nose. Just rub. Take it away. And I might not work on this until I really fix it per se. I might work on it for a minute and then come back to it in another 10, 15 minutes. Now I would like, if she could open, there we go.
Yeah, it's important to work on this because down the road you may want to administer a warming syringe or something. It's something that takes a little bit of time with some horses.
There.
And if they're not given that time, they can have a problem for the rest of their lives.
There. Every time she opens that mouth, I'm just going to take my hand away. Hopefully I get there. So although that doesn't look good, on the last 3 goes, at least she wasn't pulling me around the ring. There. Okay, I don't want to just keep on that one thing because I think that could cause a fight. So I'll just come back to it again in 5 or 10 minutes. Stick here. Sit that. Pad on. Move it around. Move it up. Be just a little sloppy with it. That way there, when you're throwing the saddle on, you have to send Bring her around here. That's going to take, try and drop this over her back. Now I'm going to pull a little bit like it's a cinch and then just let go. Pull it and let go. Pull it and let go. And the last round there, she bucked when I put the saddle on, well, about a minute into it. That didn't really bother me. But at the very end of it there, she let go again when she crossed the tarp, which again wasn't the end of the world, but I don't really like seeing it where they let loose later on. And in a way, I almost should have stayed with that a little bit longer, but I did find a point to quit. And I didn't want to risk going again and having to let go a third time and putting on real bad. So I found what I thought was a good spot to quit. But this mare is definitely not loving pressure around her belly. So you see, every time I put even a little wee bit on, she automatically looks at me, starts to move and gets a little bit upset. But the nice thing here is I can just let go with this rope. It's not like I'm committed the way I would be trying to get the saddle on. And I'll just move around here. Again, if you have a horse that you really figured was going to strike at you, something like this, you might use 2 ropes, one lead and then another for this part. You could work farther away from them, but I'm just kind of betting here that I can get out of the way fast enough. If you're carrying me out the stretcher here in 20 minutes, you know I guess wrong. So I think we'll just see if we can't get the saddle on. Actually, right before we do that, again, I'm going to work here as if I was spinning a rope around the horse. Something whirling around their head. I don't spend, again, very long on any one thing because I'm going to come back to it again several times. So I don't need perfection, I just need improvement. So that's that. I'm probably not going to get where I can crack this very loud just yet, but I crack stock whip around them some. I'll maybe just give a few light little ones and see if she'll tolerate that. And again, if I get just a little improvement, then I'll just move on. I'm not going to sit here for 20 minutes cracking the whip. I'll whirl it a few times. Light little pop and then just whirl. And then I'll pet them using the whip. If you, oh, a little too quick on my part. If you pet them with the whip, then they kind of understand there's nothing to be scared of because it's just a noisy curry call.
Is that looks like an Australian stock whip.
Yeah.
Boy, there's something, man.
So I just give light little flicks, but you'll notice she gets a little bit upset when she hears those little flicks. But the nice thing is, with something like this as opposed to a lariat, if the rope gets wound around one, it can be a bit of a problem. These are so short that you can take them away pretty fast. The bad news is when you're trying to learn how to work one, you whip yourself more than you do crack. Again, I'll just crack enough that she's paying attention and then pet her.
Do you sell those at your booth? Those whips?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I wish I did.
Glenn Stewart has his.
Don't promote Glenn. This guy has a ring. Now you're just being defensive.
Do you sell those tarps at your booth, Jim?
What?
You sell tarps like that at your booth? Yeah.
The really holy one is $1,000.
You might be able to buy this one after the challenge.
That's okay, she's just a little nervous. When they get upset, the important thing is that you don't. So usually when a horse gets wound up, the first thing the person does is and then they're thinking, why does the horse get nervous? If you act like everything's a big deal, they're going to treat it like it's a big deal. If you act like you don't care, after a while the horse won't care either. That's why a lot of times when you're training one, usually I won't say the weak link, but the wild card is the owner, not the horse. Because you get the horse where it understands, but you don't know really what the owner's necessarily going to do. So if the horse is calm with the trainer, but nervous with the owner, sometimes that's the owner's energy. And then once you've done both sides, I like to do across the front. That way there, she's seen that at both sides is whirling. I'll do the Snowy River imitation using the whip, but I don't want to do the one where I have to ride like this. Judging from the way she left earlier on, I'm not sure.
Doggone, that was the best Western movie ever shot in Australia.
Yeah.
Man from Snowy River.
The best Western Westerners.
Yeah, love that. 30 minutes to go, by the way, Jason.
Okay.
13 minutes.
Man, 45 minutes starts to roll through fast. Now, if she was to jump here, I'd just go grab the saddle and pull it off. But I prefer not to. So again, she didn't get this morning where I'd say she was entirely comfortable, not that they will on the first day, first saddling, but she was still more upset than some. So right here, I can still stand this, but once I start to cinch, I kind of get to the moment where I gotta get it done. So I'm just gonna wait for her to pause. If she gets too silly, I'll pull the saddle, but I feel like I can sneak through this. Going to do it tight enough that I figure it's going to hold, and then I'm going to get out of dodge. Now I have no idea what she's going to do right now. So I'm not going to do. Are you trying to make her buck? No, thank you. So this filler here, you'll notice, if she does let go, it tends to be, she'll go along and then something will bother. Like if she went by the tarp before, or went over the tarp, I should say, she went along, kind of changed her position just to get over the tarp, and then kind of that set her off. So again, I'm just going to move her around, tighten the saddle here and there, get the strap out of the way so she doesn't step on it by accident. Up. I'm going to actually use this. Don't get too close. I'm going to use this little whip to move her around just that way. I don't have to be quite as close to twirl the end of it.
That is going to be one smooth traveling filly.
Then you'll find in, and she loves it. Pretty decent. Don't get upset. One thing, you don't see me running around the round pen a whole lot. I do that sometimes. But a lot of times with me, when I'm starting to pull in front of people, I might be in an arena with no round pen and that, so I sort of maybe adapted my style just a little bit where I do more online than I do loose. Also, if they buck a lot, I should say it helps me stop them from bucking, but anyone who's here this morning knows that's a bit of a lie. Okay, I'd like her to roll off this way if I could. Oh, we'll be. There we go. I don't win, at least I'll be in shape when I lose. Driving around after these horses. Anyways, you're just going to see me do more of the same for the next few minutes here. I'm going to take this tarp. I'm just going to run it through the back D of the saddle just a little bit here. And it might set her off and cause her to act up, but quite frankly, I'd rather she threw the tarp off than me. So, I'm just going to go like this. If she does something real bad, I can pull this off the saddle because it's not tied to anything. So I'm just going to sort of wander around this pen here. You can all get a good view of this tarp. Yes, again, it's only $1,000.
Alright, attention exhibitors, we have a grade.
And she's off. I'll let her, but then I'll wait the tarp a little bit. It's not that I'm trying to scare her, but I'm just sort of letting her see it. Also, with this kind of string behind it, that's the side.
License 221
So, if anything, is the band plays well to prevent things from going bad later when I'm dragging something as well. So right there, she wants to stand while I flap it. I'm fine with that. Because if I'm on her and she gets scared and wants to stand still, I can ride that out. I'm very good at riding standing still.
Caravan gray color, license 221.
This really here, her shutting down, I don't think is much of a concern to me.
Caravan gray color, 221.
I think her turning on too much might be much of a deal.
Move that right away.
Again, one that's smart like her, and I think she's really smart. They get bored easily. So I think that's where it's good to do something and then kind of move on and then come back to it again. Instead of drilling to the point of boredom or resentment. I don't think boredom is much of a key word here. Okay? If it doesn't get any worse than this, we'll just keep going. But if it gets any worse, I'll pull the tarp away and start again. There. I don't want her to come on top of me. And then she stops, I'm just going to pet her. There you go. And then off we go again. And again, if you just make steady progression, now, it's not quite true in a trainer's challenge, but in your regular training, as long as you're better than you were yesterday, it really doesn't matter if you accomplish what you set out to do. Because as long as you make a little improvement each time you go out, and even there, when you're training one, you'll have a bad day every so often. But if 9 out of 10 rides are even just a shade better than they were yesterday, it isn't all that long before they get pretty good. So that isn't too bad. Pull that away. Again, I think my little problem is definitely going to be the bridling end of it, and I think that's going to be her head down. So she's already learned that on cue pretty decent. That's not so much. But I would like to get the bridle on so that she can wear it to get used to. There. There we go. And again, I might do some of the exercises like this, as if I was putting a bridle on. The bad part, that's the part she's good at. It's the other part. Okay. Again, just going to touch on the whip again quick. I'll just keep rotating back and forth. Some of these carrier things. Good. Cinch again. Just going to pop up and down here a little bit. I want to see her. I want her to see me up high. Because in theory, in the shortly I'm going to get up high, but I'd like to stay there. You're feeling a little heavy after winter, get into cold starting, and you don't feel it.
Got 20 minutes to go now, Jason. 20 minutes, Frank.
Okay? I don't think I can do 20 minutes of that.
I don't see many cold starters over 65 or so doing a lot of that. Some of them still do. Really works well. Prepare them.
Just gonna get away from the panels and don't want to run back this here. You see there, she's not fighting on the other side. Oh, I say really good cattle horses fight at the cattle because they're so smart, so I'm hoping this is the case. I'm gonna try to do now. Nope. Too close, that fence runs to you pretty fast. I might not be quite at the point where I can do this with her yet, but what I'm gonna do on this one is get on, do the same thing, but try to pull her head around so in theory she maybe turn as opposed to just run backwards. This is all theory, mind you. We have a rollback. If there was a reigning judge here, I want a +1. So right here, pat, 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 pat. Disappear again. This saddle has slipped a little bit in position here. I kind of hate that I can stick to the saddle and the saddle goes off the horse and that's how I get all thrown off. So when you reposition the saddle, be aware it might be sitting in a different spot, which they might object to. So every time you reposition, move your horse off. Don't assume that it feels the same to them. Again, I'm going to try to turn.
Don't release the pigeons just yet.
Horses and roads, thank you, you've been fantastic, Roddy. I'm kind of in a hurry, you can nail the buckle to me. Oh, you want more? Let's get this thing positioned here. Hopefully we're going to come undone. No, we don't want to do that.
Are you looking for a hindquarters disengagement?
That's exactly what I was looking for. I hope that's on the score sheet. The reason I'm kind of sticking with this instead of changing is I think this is a vice, not vice, but something she's going to keep doing. So I don't know that more time is really that key here. But all along, we know what was the key. Now, I'm 100% certain that this is going to go well.
$15 to go, 15 minutes.
Last time you said it was 1 minute. I wish it was 15. Now you're saying 15. I wish it was 4.
What do you think, Stretch?
So,
Nice jeans. Love the things in denim. Denim comes from cotton. Cotton grows in the field. Maybe they're edible.
now I'm not that good at riding hockey horses, so I have my hand in the strap.
There's some good disengagement right there.
Yep.
Outside eye crossing over the back one. Now you can control things a little bit.
It's cord, quit strangling me. All I'm going to do is walk circles. Now normally, again, I would have a snaffle in. That's not a circle. I would have a snaffle in. I could pull them around just a little bit easier if something went wrong. But I don't have one in, so if something goes wrong, it's going to be hard. And then she would find a place to stop. That would be nice, so that I can pet her. And then I'm going to try to go this way if I can.
This could be a little different on this side. There it comes.
That was okay. Now we're spinning. You know those raiders take 2 years to train a horse? We have been here for 30 minutes. And even the back of the team, as you can see. So, get just a little bit more forward. But I am going to keep her walking in somewhat of a circle so that I can pull her around if things go silly. Be very, very soft. As soft as she'll allow me. And away we go. Remember one time I heard somebody say that the best way to put a stop on a colt was to get on, scare it, you would run, you would hang on, and when it was tired, you would sit down and say, whoa, and we would stop from that. I thought that was great. There's no way I could still on that horse after that one. So what I'm going to try to do, again, I'm going to keep doing these circles, but I'm just going to gradually expand the size of the circle. One nice thing with the halter and lead rope, as long as they've been led before, at least they have some concept of it.
She may drop a little ballast here. Lighten things up a bit. Ooh, we're looking good there. Little lick and
I'm
chin.
just steering back and forth. I'm trying to let her move around, but at the same time not get her where she's going straight forward and can build a full head of steam. I'm also wanting it where she's paying more attention to me than she is other things, so I just keep changing things up a little bit. I'll turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left. And that way there, in theory, then she'll just kind of focus.
When she was bucking with the saddle there, she was 100% in the reactive side of her brain. Right now, so far, she's using the thinking side. That's where you want to keep her.
Yeah, without a doubt. At this point, I'm just kind of agreeing with whatever you say because I'm kind of just watching here. But yeah, you're 100% right, no doubt about it. Before, again, too, with her, when she reacted quick. So she didn't build up, get tense, and then do something silly. She just went right into it. It's always good to be self-aware. I know I'm not that good at riding bucking horses. So I try to do everything I can to make them not buck before I get there. Whether you call that cowardly or smart, it's kind of up to you. just gonna do more of the same. We're just gonna wander around, other than as we go, I'm just gonna let her go straighter and straighter. And you might see me just kind of move around a little bit in the saddle. And all that is, I'm just trying to get her used to my body up here, and I can shift my weight and stuff like that. Because I'm not going to be riding in proper, perfect position all the time. So I sort of want to get her used to me being out of the position. That way there, somebody gets on later on that maybe isn't just always riding what you call correctly, the horse won't react to it.
10 minutes now, Jason. 10 minutes to go. Hey Shelby, are these fillies for sale? They are. So if any of these really catches your eye, and I can't understand why any of them wouldn't, come and talk to Shelby or Mandy and see what kind of a deal could possibly be worked out.
Just gonna trot her, bring her back to a walk, stop even better. And it's gonna start up again. I'm using my legs, I'm kind of bumping lightly, but you will see I won't kick hard. I'll just flap them because she doesn't know to move off leg anyway, so I'm just trying to create a little bit of stimulus. When you jump the tarp with the saddle, you start bucking so around with the tarp. I'd like her to pull the perimeter more, but I'll stay what we can get.
Oh, a nice-minded fillies.
Okay, you can clap now. I didn't know if you wanted to, but I figured that was a polite way to say do it. I would like to trot around the perimeter this way. We could get off that.
We could probably open the gate and let your rider through the trade show.
Why the heck not? I do want a couple bonus points for that. I'm going to tell you that right up front.
I have a hard time keeping her from going right back to her small one here.
So we're just going to go around that trot for a minute. Try to have her as free as again. That's pretty decent. I don't really want to stop by the gate. She's looking away from the gate, so I'll call that good enough. Oh good, my knock came undone. I'm glad I noticed that right now. Right? Now, in theory, that one won't come undone. Now, this mare, I'm still going to bring right away from the fence because I don't want her to back up into it like we've been doing. And I'd like to get this out of here because I don't want her to jump the tarp and figure she's going to buck it off, buck it away. As we go, check the saddle. One, I think. And every time you make an adjustment with one of these, check your saddle every time. Because sometimes they'll be tight enough at the moment. But then, as they suck in, it isn't. So, I might just wander around here for a minute. She wants to stop, I'll let her stop, but then I'll just kind of move on again. And the idea is I don't want her to jam up, I just want her to get used to carrying this weight around. I don't like to call self fat. My wife politely worded it that during the winter I got a hay belly. I thought that was a nice way of being very rude.
About 4.5 minutes to go, Jason. 4.5 minutes. I meant to tell you at 5 minutes, but I got so engrossed in watching that I forgot.
That good or that bad?
Yeah. We're okay. We're good.
Pretty handy at the canter with the bucket.
Ooh. As George Morris says, the jumpers forward.
I would like to go the other way if possible, but if I don't get it done, I don't care all that much. So I would always like to get walk trot lope out of the way on the first ride if I can. It's not essential. She tends to cut in the middle, so it might be a little harder. I have to check my knot. So, how long do I have?
You have 3 minutes.
What can we do in 3 minutes? All right, we're going to do desensitizing work. And we know we're going to be back upward. Now, to get this mare good and quiet, if you guys can help me a little bit, if everybody on this side can clap without medium height. Medium enthusiasm.
Just clap with one hand.
One hand. That's it. All right, now this section, say medium again. That's not bad. How loud can you be on this side? And how loud can you be? How quiet can you be? Oh, see? Oh.
2 minutes now, Jason. 2 minutes.
Oh, I don't want you to feel left out. And just so we end on a really good note, a whole bunch. Not bad. You're going to take the show on the road with me. I'm going to conduct a bunch of bomb-proofing clinics. We're going to make millions. We're all right. I'm going to see if I get this mare to back up one on command, as opposed to there. There. Release as soon as the foot moves. Don't. Oh, come now. He does that good, then it bites me. There. That's good enough. Oh. I'll just let her stop. Again, she's just a little wild at the moment now, so I'm just going to give her a moment. Pet.
1 minute. 1 minute to go.
What if I can't get off nothing? Oh, it's that one. Did I make it?
Oh yeah, you got 30 seconds yet.
Oh. So now I need to have you find leakages. Okay, good enough. Thanks, everybody.
Jason. Nice session, and we have 15 minutes and